Two of the best women's pound-for-pound boxers, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, took to the stage ahead of their undisputed lightweight title clash, and the two are about to make history at the world-famous Madison Square Garden.
It's incredible how far the sport has actually gone in the 5 short years, where we're actually headlining the Mecca box at Madison Square Garden. It's been called the biggest 5 female boxing in history. This is such a privilege to be part of such an historic moment. This is history right here, and all of our hard work has been all paid off on this night. This is going to be a career-defining night.
Between them, Taylor holds all 4 lightweight titles. Serrano has held world titles in 7 divisions, and they're about to earn more money than 2 women have ever earned in boxing, thanks in no small part to Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul.
And never did I imagine making the money I'm making today and headlining Madison Square Garden. Like, are you serious? You know, it wasn't not even a thought. And look, we're changing the game. Like, now younger girls in the sport can be like, I want to be just like those girls. I want to headline the Garden. Now there's hope for them. We never had that hope, and I'm excited to open those doors.
Women have been boxing since the early 1900s, but it wasn't until 1999 that they were able to compete professionally. So 23 years later, here we are with one of the biggest fights ever, headlined by 2 women at Madison Square Garden.
Taylor versus Serrano for the undisputed title, pound-for-pound crown, and a truckload of cash goes down at the Garden in New York, New York this April 30. Not to be outdone, Claressa Shields scored an utterly dominant unanimous decision win over Emma Kozin to defend her 3 middleweight titles. The victory sets up her long-awaited showdown with Savannah Marshall for the undisputed crown and revenge. T-Rex dominated from start to finish, landing at will till the final bell. But despite winning every round on all 3 scorecards, the champ still seemed a little frustrated at not getting the stoppage. She's definitely going to feel it when she goes home. I give myself an A-, graded Shields. The only thing I didn't get was the damn knockout, but she took a beating for 10 rounds. It was an impressive win for the 3-weight champ's return to boxing after a 2-fight, 1-for-1 stint in MMA with the PFL. But the win was not over the woman she wanted. The girl I want is Savannah Marshall, Shields said after the victory. I did my job. Now she has to do her job on March 12th, and then hopefully we can get it on. The undefeated Savannah Marshall beat Shields in 2018, back when they were both amateurs, and it's still the only loss on Shields' ledger. Today, Marshall holds the last middleweight title, and she entered the ring after Shields' win, where things quickly got heated, and the 2 undefeated champs had to be separated. Marshall defends her WBO middleweight title against former champion Femke Hermans this March 12th, and should she get the win, we should see Shields versus Marshall for all the belts and bragging rights. Keith Thurman made his successful comeback after a 31-month layoff. The former welterweight world #1 scored a unanimous decision victory over Mario Barrios. The bout was 1 time's first since his 2019 split decision loss to the future guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer Manny Pacquiao. Thurman's return was long delayed by hand surgery and the global pandemic. But if there was any ring rust, it was hard to find. According to the scorecards, Thurman won almost every round, and he hurt Barrios multiple times, despite not being able to knock him down. Thurman, who has wins over Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, will now set his sights on one of the 3 champs in the division.
I want to fight the best. I want to fight the man.
A bout with the winner of Errol Spence Jr. and Yordenis Ugas could be a viable option, with all 3 men being promoted by PBC. The other champ, Terrence Crawford, could also be a possibility, with Crawford recently becoming a free agent since leaving Top Rank. But Thurman would be happy with any of them. I want the belts. I want the champions. Whoever is willing to send Keith Thurman the contract, let's go, baby. On the same card, the featherweight champ Leo Santa Cruz proved that he's still got it with a lopsided victory over Keenan Carbajal. Cruz hadn't been in the ring since almost losing his head to Gervonta Davis. That was 2020, and he looked as good as he ever has. The former four-weight champ had to shake off several headbutts from Carbajal, but Cruz, despite bleeding from several cuts, kept smiling and swinging until the final bell, getting the better of the exchanges in the fast and furious second half. Cruz now has options at several weights, but he'll be looking for a belt, and as he's one of the most exciting boxers in the game right now, he might just get one.
Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.